The worldwide update.
Right before every update, it's an update.
Shall I tell you what's going on in the world?
Sorry.
Start. It's rolling, so you can start.
Welcome, children.
All children of the world.
You should start.
Seriously.
And then we answer questions that you are giving us. That's what I was saying. Like, it's kind of hard to just go at it blind. I think that might have been what freaked me the fuck out too, because I was like, wait a minute, I'm not sure about.
So you got
this.
freaked out.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It was a lot of freaking. That was almost a full-blown panic attack.
It was.
No, it could have been. No, I was able to pull it together though. I just have to just center myself.
Yeah. That's what's so lovely.
Well, now it's just difficult for me now to kind of like, what do I say? LapTabs.
What about the LapTabs?
Where'd you get them from?
Best Buy. I mean, what? This is very easy for me if you ask me. Best Buy.
Now you know.
They were a good deal.
They were an excellent deal.
Oh, wow. And then you gave them away.
I did.
Why?
Because it was the right thing to do.
What's a laptop?
It's a tablet that has the keyboard.
Oh.
It can detach and be the keyboard. Or it's kind of like but it doesn't have the full computing memory of I guess enough.
Oh, okay.
Of a laptop. It can't store a whole lot on it.
And you have special recipients for it.
Yes, I did. Or yes, we did. It wasn't I. Never I.
It's a we.
It's always a we. Yes, we are in service.
With Yvonne. Was Yvonne a part of it?
No, with the Lord. Our Savior.
But Yvonne is part of the Lord, isn't she? Or the Lord is part of Yvonne.
Amen, Jesus.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hello.
Hello, America.
Wish you were here, but you're not.
What's that all about?
Oh, Josh, we can show you that, don't worry. We can show you what that's all about.
Oh my God.
Actually, one of the places that we sent the LapTabs to is the place where we had Yvonne in the water.
It is.
Enjoying herself.
It's
in Lake
exactly the
Malawi.
place.
Yeah, it's at Ricky's at Mufasa Eco Lodge.
Yes.
So Mufasa Eco Lodge has got one laptop.
They have two.
And two, okay, great. And Ricky Anderson is doing a lot of great work there, educating people, young people, but brilliant children, right?
English.
English, teaching them English.
Yes, and then she's working with 3 university students to help them to gain their teaching credentials.
Malawian university students.
Yes.
Wow.
That's who's helped to teach the English
Wow.
at Monkey Bay.
Obviously, we'd like to know more, so we should just send her flying to Malawi to do the interview.
Yes.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah.
It really is about time.
I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, I will do it.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
will do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And the other one who got the laptop was Esther.
Yes.
Esther, I remember. Who was responsible for the PR in our group in Malawi. Hopefully the laptop will help.
I hope so.
Yeah. And then Chisomo got one.
Yes.
The future president of Malawi.
Amen.
Hello Chisomo, how are you? Greetings. Yeah, so great work. I mean, seriously, you got that through. It's lifted the morale of quite a number of people. It's amazing.
When you say lifted morale, what precisely?
I would say that it sends a signal of really wanting to help when you give such a practical tool to Malawians. People like Chisomo are people who really need to be supported, more than that whole idea of us marketing the hungry child in Africa. We need to be marketing the brothers and sisters like him who are competent and who want to work. Because remember the study that you gave him to, the stuff that you told him to study, he didn't have a laptop, then he was doing it through his phone.
His telephone, I know.
Yeah, so that type of dedication and whatever exists in Africa, all over Africa. That type of brilliance and focus, it exists there. So what I'm trying to say is that you will save a whole lot of money in African development policy if you actually listen to that particular group of people who have so much experience with projects with different organizations, because so many organizations come and they employ Malawians to be the counterpart who guides them, whatever. So basically they accumulate a lot of experience. Say if it was Oxfam or if it was whatever organization comes and they have a particular project, usually they tend to go and get the same guys. Or, there's a core group of people who work with many different organizations who are very good interpreters between the poor and the organization that's coming, and also living a life where they're in contact with the urban Malawi and everything. So I'm thinking, why should these brilliant, competent, multilingual, bilingual people, why should they just be assistants of the process? Why should they not be the focal point of the process?
Yeah.
Why should they not be the ones who get the job in the end or create the job? So we want a whole army of Chisomos.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a different approach to community development that you're taking. It's more of service alignment instead of the traditional model of empowerment.
Yes,
Is
sir.
the way that I would look at it.
Yes, I mean, you're right. And it's not like we're just building off a person and just handpick a person. We know of Chisomo because of initiatives that he's taken.
And the work
create-
he's already done.
Exactly.
It's just acknowledging the work that is already taken place.
Exactly. The person, the work, the ability of the person, the talent, the character of the person, all these things are things that he has done already. Sowing seeds of love is his. And you can almost imagine that if he had the resources and the access that we enjoy, I mean, how much he can achieve. And that's exactly what we want. We want that for him and for others. So it's...
Well, it's always a question of access. That's why tools are so important. It's never a question, in my opinion, of intelligence, or a lot of the times it's access, alignment, and intestinal fortitude, I think, would be the three key components.
What did you say? Intestinal fortitude?
Yeah, which is like the guts to do things, courage,
Yeah.
Okay.
Intestinal fortitude.
Yeah.
Why is that so funny?
That's how to
I
say.
was gonna say
That's
it
how,
like
they, that's
that.
how they say guts.
That's how I say guts, not they.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Really?
She's just smarter
So,
than they.
so that's not something like, that's not like the jargon that they have in development policy in Charlotte and...
No,
Yeah,
that just
is
came
that-
right off the top.
Impressive.
Intestinal fortitude instead of guts. All right, well, I'm glad we got that on camera.
I'm glad too, because you'll just show how nerdy some of us are, which is probably what you wanted to do anyway. Ah.
Well, I mean, having said that, you're a master at...
What, intestinal fortitude?
No.
What does your intestinal fortitude tell you?
Listen to it.
Listen
It's
to
always
it.
right. I'm going to tell you, about 9.9 times out of 10, it is correct. It will not lead you astray. If your gut doesn't agree, food, people, situations, environments, it's usually correct.
Okay. No, what I wanted to say is that you're a master at coining phrases. Marketing, branding. You got a whole Bible of that stuff, which of course we're not going to reveal here because they've all got to be patented, trademarked, and all of that. So we've got plans for Africa, huge plans. The youth are the future, let them speak.
Youth of the future, please speak.
Future?
Speak of what?
No, youth? No, I just colored my gray hair talking about my youth.
You're not the young one.
Huh?
I know, right?
That's what
I'm the
saying.
young one, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, gotcha.
Did
I
you just
thought
misunderstand me?
Yeah.
Totally.
I thought you thought that you were the young one.
He often does.
I often do.
Yeah.
It's one of my biggest mistakes.
What are your questions for me?
Huh?
What are your questions for me?
No, we're letting you. Oh yeah, your question.
What are your plans for Africa?
What are your plans for Africa?
My plans for Africa. I think one of my goals, one of the things that I would think about every now and then is how you can make young girls feel like they can do just as well as any other girls in the entire world. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do that or anything, but that I know that that's a thing that's very close to my heart, that any African girl growing up wherever, in whichever country, that could be in Denmark or in Sudan or anywhere, feel the courage to just do whatever they feel is the right thing to do with their life.
Do you
And
feel that's
have the-
lacking?
Huh?
Do you feel that's lacking? Do you experience that?
Not with me, but I just know that it's not like it should be.
Wow.
I think it's lacking. I think you've hit.
It must be.
Like, it's definitely
It
lacking.
must be if she comes up with it.
And I think the energy of attraction that you start tomorrow, or actually today,
Yeah.
will help to kind of move you towards that, because the seeds of that always begin with, individual social responsibility, which is being responsible for yourself and the energy that you bring to a space. So in that, I think a lot of self-regulation comes to mind for me. I think that's the number one.
Yeah, it
So
probably is.
you'll unfold the
But
path.
for your
to
information, what you're saying is actually making me feel very good.
That's a good thing.
It is. I mean, but not just like good, like just good, but like good, like I feel like weights being lifted off my. I think it's very good. I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm not trying to say anything bad about you at all. You're not like that at all. That's not it.
No, I
But
would
you kinda
hope not, because you are on camera.
No,
Gotcha.
you caught me off guard in the sense of like.
Oh, that's good.
I just did not think that your daily life is something that would make you see that these little girls around you, whatever friends around you, African girls, didn't have the confidence to believe that they could do whatever.
I mean, it's in everything. It's not only in school and, education and work. It's also in just having the confidence to just be, proud of where you come from. It can be anything.
There
I
now
mean,
I understand. You must have met a couple who were
I mean, yeah.
No, but I think.
But I mean, it's in every kind of aspect. It could be in anything. It depends on where in the world you are. Because here, the problem is not education. It's right here
But
in
it's
front
not.
of me. And but in other places, the problem is education. And I think that kind of adapts into where in the world it is. We have different issues, but it's all kind of important to take care of, no matter what the problem really is.
The problems, I think, too, is in the socialization, because you're socialized. We have a system that was created to cast people, and if you look at that cast of systems that you have, Black women have always been at the bottom of that caste system. So it's not that you can have all amounts of education and everything, but if you've ever looked at the dolls test, where inevitably
Exactly. Yeah,
they
that's
will,
exactly what I'm talking
Black
about.
girls will choose the white doll when asked what's